Hi, I'm Tom and this is a Diabotical match review. Today watching a community game sent in to me by Kejtos. This is a match from one of his group games in the Diabotical Dual District January League, I believe. Anyway, Bioplant, Shaft Spawn, Red Armour. I don't know much about Kejtos, so I don't have much of a preamble to give here. We're just going to get in and see how this plays. You've got to be careful coming over to this side of the map. You've got to be looking for these pincer angles, and Kejtos doesn't really seem to be looking for the angle across from Rocket to here. He's really thinking about pressuring this bottom blue armor and also thinking, okay, there's a bit of a ghost player here. So this is an in-game replay. There are still a few issues with them. Ghost players apparently included. I haven't recorded a game off of a replay yet. Hopefully there's no like major issues that mean this is going to be unusable. Either way, Kejtos, he's powered around the map. I kind of like that he gets into Mega Room early in case Wise Genie's trying to do some weird delay or something. You know, that angle can be good to pick up. Kejtos has himself all the guns. Wise Genie will also have himself all the guns. I really love this push from Wise Genie. I think coming through the teleporter when your opponent doesn't expect it's good. Especially, you know, if your opponent's up there, you expect them to be looking for you below. You come up with the shaft, you own them because they don't have the right gun out. And I would like to see Wise Genie push through a little bit more there. I guess he's just going to be playing for Mega, and Wise Genie does know the time of this Mega where Kejtos doesn't, so that's going to play to his advantage. Wise Genie drops down for this blue armor, and that's going to give Kejtos position onto Mega. This could be a bit of a mistake for him. He's got to hit well here. Doesn't make his lift jump, and goes for it a second time, which is always bold. Kejtos does really well to just farm some shaft damage there. Wise Genie forced to back away. He should continue to back away and not be anywhere near this red. Clean red pickup for Kejtos. We have to time items ourselves here, by the way, so that red's going to be up at about 20. The Mega is going to be up slightly before at about 15, I think. And a nice clean first frag. If there's one thing I would say to Kejtos there, it's that you can probably get that frag without dropping down. If you do it without dropping down, you probably just maintain a bit more of your stack, and you're in an even more beastie position. Kejtos notices that shaft is taken, so he takes a safer route dropping down where he can't get pinned. I love it. I think that's really considerate. A really good play. And red comes up. Mega's going to be up. Kejtos probably wants to have shaft out here in case Wise Genie just tries to rush across and like rocket jump across or something. You can glue him to the roof. But Wise Genie not here. Kejtos collects a clean Mega. 2 frags up a minute and a half into the game with a good stack. Wise Genie has done some good damage here. Kejtos, yeah, can probably afford to look for one shot. It looks like Kejtos is about to go back in here, and I get a very bad feeling about this. I suspect this is going to go badly. Kejtos has really overcommitted, right? Because if you think about the situation, Mega's going to be what, like 55 or about O, I guess. The red is going to be at 45. So right now he would have time to get the lower blue armor, get to red, and then be in a dominant position for this Mega. Instead, he's taking a risk where he could potentially, you know, lose some more health. Maybe get challenged at the red, and then definitely get challenged at this Mega. So if he hit perfectly there, sure, it's great. This shot's okay, but now that he's coming out into this red, he's actually going to be contending with Wise Genie, and if Wise Genie hits his shots, this could be a frag. Really well done by Wise Genie there. I think he capitalized on that perfectly. He played it really patient while he was getting pushed, and now Kejtos forced to give away the Mega, and Kejtos is going for this lower blue, which was literally just taken. Like, it isn't up for another 15 seconds or so. So Kejtos maybe a little bit frazzled by that, maybe a little bit surprised, and it's really important that when you've just given up a frag that you don't get frazzled and you don't just put yourself in a situation like this where you're stuck in a corner and just have to give up another frag. Now, Kejtos, he has actually done pretty well here. He's wasted a lot of time, and that's going to mean that he can slip away. I don't know how far he will slip. Very surprised that that situation plays out at all, that Kejtos goes through that doorway, that Wise Genie goes in for that. I mean, it's chaos right now, but we're just trading frags, we're trading damage, everything is chaos. And yeah, both players just a little bit too ambitious off of their spawns. Really great rockets from Kejtos there. Wise Genie, you know, kind of given away 2 frags in a row there that he really didn't need to give away. This is good pressure, but again, you don't want to just get farmed from this shaft too much. I think Kejtos may have taken a little bit too much damage, and he's here too early. I mean, he's hit the perfect rocket, but even with that rocket, it's not enough, right? And now, yeah, Kejtos is gonna... I like that Kejtos is kind of thinking off the spawn. Okay, what can I take? That red isn't up, now I've got to leave. But maybe moving around a little bit too much here even. Wise Genie is going to get a lot of sound information about where Kejtos is. Wise Genie looks like they're just playing towards this red. And at this point, I've really lost track of when Mega is. I imagine Kejtos has as well. We're continuing to ignore those ghost players. It's real freaking weird. Kejtos jumps across for this Mega, and if this Mega isn't up, he's just put himself in a really awkward situation. The blue is up. And Kejtos is a little bit reckless moving around here, I think. If I was Kejtos, I would be really scared of Wise Genie being up at this rocket position, looking for those pincer angles. Here comes the push from Wise Genie, and I like that Wise Genie is trying to push these situations when they have an advantage. The problem is, they're pushing these situations without making opening damage or without a clear kind of win condition, I guess. So Wise Genie's idea might have been to run over Kejtos and get into red. That hasn't happened, right? Kejtos backs away onto that red. If you watch, I think if you watch Zorak War, it's a great example of how these situations can play out in a really good way, right? Zorak picks a situation where he can he hits some opening damage, or he just knows he has a big enough stack. He charges through his opponent, he completely runs them over, and then he takes an item afterwards every single time. In that situation, Wise Genie didn't have the clean entrance to make the push in the first place that either comes from, hitting that bit of opening damage so that eating a direct rocket doesn't matter, or catching your opponent in the back, catching them while they're running away. And so Kejtos is able to hit these clutch rockets and flip the situation around. And at this point, Wise Genie needs to be realizing that they're feeding some situations into Kejtos. And Kejtos is doing a phenomenal job of anticipating where Wise Genie is going to come from in these situations and planting the perfect rocket at their feet. I don't think this trade does much for Kejtos. And yeah, I think Kejtos is right to leave there. Probably wants to get to this higher position. Interesting for Wise Genie there. I don't know if he had time to get the Mega, right? Like if this Mega's down right now, and it looks like it might have been, I couldn't really tell. If that Mega's down, that was phenomenal movement because Wise Genie got around really quickly. Kejtos, I don't think they need to drop away into the little pincer cubby, and once they're there, there's nowhere to go. Red's not up. Red's not up. Oh boy, is red not up. Kejtos saying, please don't frag me. And again, Wise Genie, gonna be in an awkward situation trying to close this frag out, not a loader stack. That deserves a little replay. So, Kejtos has snuck around the slow field and realizes that Wise Genie is going to have to dive in on this red at some point, because otherwise, Mega's going to come up, it's going to take too long. You don't want Kejtos to just waste your time too much. Kejtos could have just slipped out of the room, and so just plays quiet, plays a bit of Metal Gear Solid, and what a frag to pick up. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Another thing I've noticed, by the way, is that grenades look like rockets. You can hear the grenade sound sometimes, but it just looks like a rocket firing. So some of these situations look a little bit janky. Again, replay is still in development. You're just going to have to deal with it. Unfortunate that Kejtos doesn't get a bit of spam damage or something in there. That could have been a good frag. When your opponent is taking that lower blue armor, probably the best place to get a frag on this map. And Kejtos is gonna pick up the sound cue finally that will tell them when that Mega is, or, the visual cue, I guess. So it's gonna be about 45, right? 40, 45. Oh, Wise Genie pushing it again. Again, I don't think really respecting quite how much stack Kejtos had here, and Kejtos just makes the situation messy. Neither player is gonna be super stacked. Kejtos could probably afford to even look for the pincer shot from the top of red here. I think a little bit late to deny. Oh no, gets in here for this red. Well, there's a grenade. Maybe, I don't know. Grenades seem a little bit janky. I'm not totally sure why. Kejtos, Mega is up. I don't think you need to be going for all of this. And Kejtos is going to give away Mega here. So taking huge risks and actually gets punished for it. Really well done by Wise Genie. Kejtos could have backed away there rather than looking for the shotgun rush up the stairs, whatever. You could have just backed away and gotten that Mega. You've got a lead with the frags. It would have left you in a pretty good position once you backed off onto a blue armor, right? Like, your opponent got red, you get Mega in a blue. It leaves you in a worse position, but you've been trading well in these pincer duels. If you hit a good shot as Wise Genie comes in to pressure you would be really far ahead. Instead, just getting a bit too greedy there and getting punished for it really well. This is a situation where Wise Genie actually maybe can't push through. Wise Genie took a fair bit of damage. They probably don't have a lot of HP and probably only about, 50 armor. And man, these ghosts are giving me so much anxiety. So Kejtos Again, playing with a stack disadvantage, you know, like 100 armor point disadvantage here at least. Decides, Mega not really worth it. Oh, this is a commitment from Wise Genie. And then drops away. So a little bit awkward. Usually I would say if you're rocket jumping up there and get a good shot, you probably want to close that out, right? You've invested a lot into making the rocket jump. But it's hard to say without seeing his exact HP quite what the situation was there. I couldn't really tell how much damage he took himself from that rocket jump. And Kejtos, you know, is stuck in an awkward position down at the bottom of the map. Once you get caught there, there's nowhere to go. Once I'd taken the damage from that rocket jump, it really was a matter of time before that frag came. Kejtos, the classic Kejtos route, gets the lower blue, gets the pincer. Solid armor stack here. Really needs to pick up a time onto this Mega, or pick up a Mega. Either will do. 45 on that Mega. You really need to be careful. Scared of the pincer angle from above here. Wise Genie taking that rocket probably leaves Wise Genie. I can't even guess on stack at this point, honestly. Kejtos. Oh, I think both players just terrified here. Good double back from Wise Genie. Wise Genie has generally not been double backing in those situations this game, so I think it was a good time to finally switch that up. 45 is Mega, Kejtos is early. Wise Genie not going to have a huge stack, right? They're going to be, you know, 100, 100 kind of at the most. Wise Genie is going to pick up the Mega there, I assume. No, Mega still up on the point. Wise Genie not yet collected it. Oh, that could have ended in disaster for Wise Genie. Wise Genie left railable there while that Mega was up. I think Kejtos' movement was good there, kind of realizing that they could get to the position and punish. I think there was some good timing, or at least good intuition going on there. And huge pincers. Kejtos showing us that they're the man to hit the pincers. Wise Genie, you can't push through the teleporter there. And I think this is just some tilt coming out in display, but really, Wise Genie had the situation there. You know, they had opportunities to get some things for free, to take some things that really should have just been theirs, and instead, you know, both players here guilty of getting a bit greedy, of just hunting too far. Doors also in demos, still a bit of a work in progress, but we can appreciate that door was open when Kejtos hit that shot on his screen. He isn't some super hardcore wallbang expert. Kejtos, again, 2 frag advantage. Don't throw it away just to hit some pincers. Really, really unnecessary there. You respawn onto red, it's not that bad, but you've lost your guns, you've lost your pincer. I would just like to see a little bit more consideration in how you're playing that. I do really love that Kejtos just commits so heavily to pincer every single time, but that is probably something that Wise Genie could try and take advantage of more as well. That pincer's going to be a little bit scary for Kejtos. Wise Genie doesn't have armor. So if Kejtos hits another shot here, I think Wise Genie's in trouble. Yeah. I don't know if the drop's the best way to go. Wise Genie can't hit a close range shot, so that's fine. Works out well in the end. Dropping down with pincer especially there, like, you know your opponent's going to be up close, you know they're probably going to have rockets out. A little bit risky. It's a little bit risky. If there's one thing that Kejtos has made me do this game, it's clench, okay? I'm not feeling secure about many of these situations. But Kejtos back to this 2 frag lead. Maybe this time Kejtos will chill out a little bit and not find a way to just trade a frag into Wise Genie here. But here comes Wise Genie. It looks like I spoke too soon. That time it was just Wise Genie making a solid play, and it's weird that it takes Wise Genie getting fragged to commit so heavily there and make good catches and make really good rocket damage, right? It's something you see a lot with certain kinds of players, where when you make them angry, when you make them frustrated, they just go beast mode. So Wise Genie, you know, I think with a bit of confidence and maybe some slightly better reads on where their opponent is kind of standing moment to moment, and the routes they're taking around the map and how long those routes take around the map, you could see a much scarier player. Kejtos playing the diving pincer gamble almost pays off, but you know, I would be frustrated with life if that paid off. Kejtos, you don't dive onto the bottom level of the map with the pincer out and just roll the dice, you know. But again, it's the situation of respawning onto the red going well. Kejtos unfortunately overcommits again in that same position a little bit too far, and that's given Wise Genie a lot. right? So you've got to be really scared of that rocket position, and if you're Kejtos, you've got to be looking at how you pick fights around this upper rocket launcher, because twice in this game you've overcommitted at really key times, and it's given your opponent huge opportunities to swing momentum back in your face. Again, standing there's cute, like it's a nice angle, but your opponent just gets opportunities to hit a lot of stuff. Why is Genie now in golden frag when really Kejtos could have been holding on there? This red's going to come up, Kejtos is here. If Kejtos commits, you know, it's really anyone's frag, and I think Wise Genie is, well, wise, leaving it for Kejtos to take, right? Wise Genie, they've taken 100 points of armor on this side of the map anyway, along with the Mega. And now, Wise Genie can say, hey, this next red, right, they're, you know, 150, 150. What's Kejtos gonna do? Kejtos needs to hit a shot he isn't able to connect. Able to collect this next red as well, and Kejtos has done well not to take damage here. That's gonna be really critical in this next fight. And so we're going to see 200-200 versus 100-200. Wise Genie pushes in, and again, this is one of those pushes where I feel like if you're coming through that doorway, you need to do it after you've hit a good rocket. Especially, you know, pushing into the rockets, it gives Kejtos opportunities to just bounce you around, and Kejtos has absolutely been doing that so far. Is this going to be the clutch? Oh man. Oh, Kejtos. Okay, well, Kejtos slips away alive. There's gonna be a blue armor here for him. There's gonna be a Mega coming up. I don't know why Kejtos keeps going for this pincer position. It's not very strong. It's just a bit of a death trap. Really, really nice angle there for Wise Genie, and this is what he needs. Push through here, come through hard with the shaft. Kejtos, stuck with the wrong gun out, gets cleaned up. Perfect. That's what I've been saying Wise Genie needed to do all game. And I know this is the demo that Kejtos submitted. You know, I was trying to focus more on Kejtos' point of view, but that ending got me excited. Wise Genie, I was talking about that angle from rocket down to the blue armor. I said Kejtos has been a bit reckless going for it, and I was expecting some angles to come out. Wise Genie hits that angle, realizes it puts him far enough in front, and then pushes through, smashes through that teleporter, makes a really nice push and picks up that frag. So Kejtos, be a bit more cautious, okay? Be aware of that angle, especially from rocket to that blue armor, and that blue armor area in general is a bit of a death trap. I think, you know, a stronger player would have caught you more times at that lower blue, at the pincer position. And you've got to really be careful of overcommitting with the pincer out, right? Again, in this game, Wise Genie punished you. I think there were situations where, again, you know, if I'm thinking about playing like stronger Australian players, if I'm thinking about playing someone like Kama, someone like Danny even, right? They're just going to smash you with rockets if you come too far forward with pincer out. I know because I've done it. Yeah, I think there's a lot of really good stuff here from both players. I think the aggression is really fun. I think these guys, you know, obviously enjoy fighting and enjoy fragging, which is good to see. You know, Kejtos has some really awesome creative plays, but overall I just want to see some more refinement. I want to see a bit more finesse. I want to see a bit more chess, a bit more Zorak war in your game, as much as I hate the Diabotical duel equals chess meme. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. I've recently launched a website, gaming.tommarks.xyz, where you can learn about me, view my event and video schedule, and I've also set up a donation link for people who want to support the show financially. As always, like and subscribe. There's going to be more videos like this, so watch this space, and I'll see you next time.